Thinking about retiring abroad? Colombia is on everyone's radar. Once infamous, now it's a haven for retirees seeking spring-like weather, vibrant culture, and a low cost of living. Imagine mountain views, fresh markets, and affordable healthcare. Many expats are living this dream. But is it all paradise? Colombia has challenges, bureaucracy, language barriers, and safety concerns in some areas. This guide will give you a clear, honest look at both the rewards and realities of retiring in Colombia. By the end, you'll know if this South American gem is your perfect retirement destination. We'll break down why retirees love Colombia, its lifestyle, climate, and affordability. Get real budgets for top cities and see how far your money goes compared to the U.S. We'll demystify the retirement visa process and help you navigate Colombian bureaucracy. Plus, we'll cover healthcare, safety, and the best places to live. This is your practical, no-nonsense roadmap to retiring in Colombia. Colombia's low cost of living is a game changer for retirees. Rent, groceries, and transportation are a fraction of U.S. prices. Your budget stretches further. Enjoy fresh food, affordable dining, and cheap public transit. Many retirees afford luxuries like housekeepers or regular outings. It's not about living cheaply, but living better. More comfort, less financial stress. That's why so many North Americans are making Colombia their new home. Colombia's healthcare ranks among the best in Latin America, modern, accessible, and affordable. Private insurance and medical care cost a fraction of U.S. prices, with top-tier hospitals and bilingual doctors. Medical tourism is booming, but for residents, world-class care is local and affordable. Short wait times and low costs mean retirees can focus on enjoying life, not worrying about medical bills. The peace of mind is priceless. For many, healthcare is the deciding factor in choosing Colombia. Colombia offers retirees a vibrant, welcoming culture and diverse climates, from mountain cities to tropical coasts. Locals are friendly, community-oriented, and quick to include newcomers. The lifestyle is active and outdoorsy, with endless opportunities for travel and recreation. Festivals, music, and great food are part of daily life. It's a place to slow down, connect, and enjoy a richer, more balanced way of living. For many, this lifestyle is the real treasure of retiring in Colombia. Let's talk numbers. Retirees can live comfortably in Colombia for $1,200 a month. That covers rent, utilities, food, and fun, much more than Social Security stretches. In the U.S., savings come from every angle: housing, groceries, healthcare, and entertainment. Currency fluctuations are worth noting, but the cost advantage remains strong. Your money simply goes further, giving you financial freedom and peace of mind. That's the real power of retiring in Colombia. Your biggest monthly expense, no matter where you live, is almost always housing. In Colombia, this is where you will see your most dramatic savings. The rental market offers incredible value, allowing you to live in safe, modern, and desirable neighborhoods for a fraction of what you would pay in the United States. Most expats choose to rent, at least initially, as it provides flexibility and avoids the complexities of buying foreign property. You can find beautiful, fully furnished apartments with all the modern amenities you are used to, such as 24/7 security, swimming pools, and gyms, at very attractive prices. Let's look at some concrete examples. In Medellin, a city famous for its perfect climate and modern lifestyle, you can rent a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment in a prime neighborhood like El Poblado or Laureles for anywhere from $800 to $1,500 per month. A similar apartment in a city like Austin, Texas, or Denver, Colorado would easily cost you $2,500 to $4,000 or more. If you choose to live in a smaller city in the coffee region, like Pereira or Armenia, your costs are even lower. You can find a lovely apartment or even a small house in these areas for $500 to $900 per month. On the Caribbean coast, costs can vary. In the popular tourist hub of Cartagena, rents in the historic walled city or the modern Boca Grande area can be higher, closer to Medellin's prices. However, in the nearby coastal city of Santa Marta, you can find fantastic deals on apartments with ocean views, often for under $1,000 a month. Even in the capital city of Bogotá, which is the largest and most expensive city in the country, you can still find rental prices that are significantly cheaper than in any major U.S. city. A comfortable apartment in a good northern neighborhood might run you $1,000 to $1,800. When you are looking for a rental, you will notice that apartments are often classified by estrato. This is a socioeconomic stratification system from 1, which is the lowest, to 6, which is the highest, that determines the cost of your utilities. Most expats live in estratos 4, 5, or 6, which are the nicest neighborhoods with the best infrastructure. While utilities are more expensive in these higher estratos, the overall cost is still very low. The value you get for your money is simply unmatched. You can afford a level of comfort, security, and location that would be a luxury in North America. Once you have your housing sorted, your next biggest expenses will be the daily costs of living. This includes groceries, utility bills, and getting around town. Here again, Colombia offers remarkable savings. You can eat very well without breaking the bank. The country is a paradise of fresh, locally grown produce. You can visit a local Plaza de Mercado or farmer's market and fill your bags with exotic fruits, fresh vegetables, eggs, and cheese for just $15 to $20. Supermarkets are also modern and well-stocked with both local and imported goods, though sticking to local products will keep your costs down significantly. A typical monthly grocery bill for a couple who cooks most of their meals at home would be between $250 and $400. This includes high-quality meats, poultry, fresh produce, and all your pantry staples. Compare that to the U.S., where a similar grocery budget would likely be $600 to $800 or more. You can enjoy delicious, healthy food for less. Plus, eating out is incredibly affordable. A menú del día, which is a set lunch that includes soup, a main course with meat or fish, a side dish, a drink, and sometimes even a small dessert, typically costs between $3 and $5. It's a popular and budget-friendly way to enjoy a hearty meal. Utility costs, known as servicios públicos, are also very manageable. As mentioned, the cost is tied to your neighborhood's estrato. For a typical apartment in an estrato 5 neighborhood, you can expect to pay around $100 to $150 per month for everything combined. This includes electricity, water, natural gas for cooking and hot water, and high-speed internet with a cable TV package. In most parts of Colombia, you won't need air conditioning or heating, which keeps your electricity bill naturally low. This is a huge saving compared to the U.S., where monthly utility bills can easily top $250 or $300. Getting around is another area where you will save a lot of money. Most retirees find they don't need to own a car. Major cities like Medellin have fantastic public transportation systems, including a clean, safe, and efficient metro. A single metro ride costs less than $1. Buses and shared taxis are also incredibly cheap. For times when you want more convenience, ride-sharing apps like Uber and Dai are readily available and very affordable. A 20-minute ride across town might only cost you $4 to $6. By avoiding the costs of car ownership gas, insurance, maintenance, and parking, you can save hundreds of dollars every single month. A retirement budget isn't just about covering the necessities. It's about having enough money to enjoy your life. This is where the low cost of living in Colombia truly enhances your quality of life. The money you save on housing and daily expenses frees up a significant portion of your budget for entertainment, travel, and personal hobbies. You can afford to live a rich and active social life without constantly checking your bank account. Going out for a nice dinner, catching a movie, attending a concert, or joining a gym are all well within reach on a modest retirement budget. Let's break it down. A nice dinner for two at a mid-range restaurant, including a bottle of wine, might cost you between $30 and $50. In the U.S., a similar meal could easily be $100 or more. Going to see a new movie release in a modern cinema costs about $4 per ticket. A monthly membership at a nice gym is typically around $25 to $40. You can enjoy a great cup of locally grown coffee at a trendy cafe for about $1.50. These small costs mean you can say yes to social invitations and activities much more often, leading to a more engaged and fulfilling lifestyle. Your discretionary budget also allows for affordable travel within the country. Colombia is an incredibly diverse nation, and exploring it is a must. Domestic flights on budget airlines are very cheap, often costing between $30 and $60 for a one-way ticket. You can fly from the cool mountains of Medellin to the warm Caribbean coast of Santa Marta for less than the cost of a tank of gas in the U.S. A weekend getaway to a charming coffee plantation or a beautiful colonial town, including accommodation and food, can often be done for just a couple $100s. Your retirement can be filled with adventure and new experiences. Finally, many retirees find they can afford personal services that were once considered luxuries. Hiring a housekeeper to clean your apartment once a week might cost around $15 to $20 per visit. A manicure or pedicure at a nice salon is only a few dollars. Getting a professional massage can cost as little as $25 for an hour. These affordable services free up your time and reduce stress, allowing you to focus on the things you truly enjoy. The ability to afford this level of comfort and fun is what makes the Colombian lifestyle so appealing and sustainable for the long term. Navigating a foreign country's visa system can seem like the most daunting part of moving abroad. The good news is that Colombia's retirement visa process is one of the most straightforward in Latin America. The specific visa you will be applying for is called the Migrant, or M Visa, Category 11, or simply the M11 visa. This visa is designed specifically for individuals who receive a reliable monthly income from a pension, Social Security, or another guaranteed retirement fund. It allows you to live in Colombia long-term without needing to work in the country. It is your golden ticket to a legal and secure retirement here. The M11 visa is typically granted for a period of 1 to 3 years. After holding this visa for 5 continuous years, you become eligible to apply for a resident or R visa, which is permanent and does not need to be renewed as frequently. This provides a clear and stable path to long-term residency. One of the best features of the M11 visa is its simplicity. Unlike retirement visas in many other countries, you do not need to make a large investment in real estate or deposit a huge sum of money into a Colombian bank account. The primary requirement is proving your monthly retirement income. This focus on income makes the process accessible for many retirees. The government simply wants to see that you can support yourself financially without becoming a burden on the state. The required income amount is surprisingly modest, making it attainable for the average North American retiree. We will get into the specific numbers in the next section. The visa also allows you to be the primary holder, and you can then sponsor your spouse or dependent partner for their own visa. This ensures that you and your loved ones can make the move together without any issues. It is important to know that this visa is for retirement purposes only. It does not grant you the right to work for a Colombian company. However, you are generally allowed to earn passive income, such as from online work for a foreign company or from investments you might have. This flexibility is a great benefit for those who may want to supplement their retirement income with a small side project. Understanding the M11 visa is the first crucial step. It is a clear, fair, and achievable pathway to making your Colombian retirement dream a reality. Okay, so now let's look at exactly what you need to qualify for the M11 retirement visa. The main requirement is proof of a stable monthly income. As of 2024, the Colombian government requires you to show a recurring monthly income of at least 3 times the national minimum monthly salary. The minimum salary in Colombia changes each year, but this amount typically translates to somewhere between 800 and 1,000 US dollars. To be safe and to account for currency fluctuations, a good rule of thumb is to be able to prove a consistent monthly income of at least $1,200 from a verifiable source. This income must come from a recognized pension or retirement fund. For most American retirees, the most common source is their Social Security benefit. For other nationalities, it could be a government pension or a private pension plan. The key is that the income must be guaranteed for life. To prove this, you'll need an official letter from the entity that pays you, such as the Social Security Administration. This letter needs to be recent, state the monthly amount you receive, and be properly authenticated for use in a foreign country. This authentication process is called an apostille. Besides the proof of income, you will need several other standard documents. You must have a passport that is valid for at least 6 months from your application date and has at least 2 blank pages. You will also need passport-style photos taken to specific Colombian standards. You'll fill out an online application form and pay the associated visa fees. If you are applying with a spouse, you will also need a marriage certificate, which must also be apostilled. Gathering all these documents is honestly the most time-consuming part of the process, so it's best to start early. One other important requirement is having Colombian health insurance. Before you can be issued your physical visa and your national ID card, your cédula de extranjería, you'll need to show proof that you have signed up for a local health plan. This is a logical requirement since the government wants to ensure all residents have medical coverage. You can sign up for one of the many excellent private health insurance plans known as Medicina Prepagada, or join the public EPS system. This step usually comes after your visa is approved, but before it is stamped in your passport. The application process for the M11 visa can be done in one of 2 ways, either from a Colombian consulate in your home country or from within Colombia while you're here on a tourist permit. Many people actually find it easier to do it from within Colombia, since you can handle things more directly. The first step is always to gather all your required documents, including your apostilled proof of income and your valid passport. Make sure you have digital copies of everything because the initial application is submitted entirely online through the official Cancilleria, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website. Once you have your documents ready, you'll go to the Cancilleria website, select the M11 visa option, and carefully fill out the online application form. You'll be asked to upload your digital documents during this process. After you submit the form, you'll pay the initial application fee, which is around $52. A visa officer will then review your application. This can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. They might contact you via email if they need any additional information or clarification. So be sure to check your email regularly. If your application is approved, you'll receive an email with your electronic visa approval. At this point, you'll pay the final visa fee, which is around $270. Your e-visa is a valid legal document, but you still need to get it stamped into your passport and register for your national ID card. To do this, you must schedule an appointment at a Cancilleria office in Bogota. At this appointment, they'll place the physical visa sticker in your passport. This finalizes the visa process itself and makes your residency official. The very last step, which must be completed within 15 days of getting your visa stamp, is to register with Migración Colombia and apply for your Cédula de Extranjería. This is your Colombian national ID card, and you'll use it for everything from opening a bank account to signing a lease. You'll make an appointment at a migration office, provide your fingerprints, and have your photo taken. They will issue your cédula a few days or weeks later. While the process has several steps, it's honestly logical and manageable, especially if you're organized and patient. All right, let's address the elephant in the room, safety. For a lot of people, the first thing that comes to mind when they hear Colombia is the dark history portrayed in shows like Narcos. The era of Pablo Escobar, cartels, and widespread violence is a significant part of the country's past. And it's a past that has left deep scars. However, it is crucial to understand that this is history, not the current reality. The Colombia of today is a world away from the country it was in the 1980s and 90s. Thanks to immense government efforts, social investment, and the resilience of the Colombian people, the nation has undergone a profound and honestly inspiring transformation. The security situation has improved dramatically over the last 2 decades. The major cities are no longer battlegrounds for cartels. Instead, they are vibrant, modern hubs of commerce, culture, and tourism. The government has successfully demobilized paramilitary groups and signed a historic peace accord with the FARC guerrilla group in 2016. While some remote rural areas still face challenges from illegal armed groups and drug trafficking, these are regions that tourists and retirees have no reason to visit. In the major cities and popular retirement destinations like Medellin, Bogota, and the Coffee Triangle, life is overwhelmingly peaceful and normal. It's important for prospective retirees to separate the media-fueled stereotypes from the on-the-ground reality. The international news often focuses on the negative, but it doesn't reflect the daily experience of the millions of people, including tens of thousands of expats who live safely in Colombia. Retirees who have made the move will tell you that they feel as safe or even safer than they did in many parts of the United States. They walk their dogs, meet friends for coffee, and enjoy the city's nightlife without constant fear. Judging modern Colombia by its past is like judging modern Germany by its 1940s history. It's an outdated and inaccurate picture. Of course, this doesn't mean Colombia is a crime-free utopia. No country is. It simply means that the type of crime you need to be aware of has changed. The risk is no longer kidnapping or car bombs, but rather opportunistic street crime, much like you would find in any large city around the world, whether it's Barcelona, Rome, or New York. Understanding this distinction is the first step to developing a realistic and sensible approach to your personal security. It's about being aware and smart, not being afraid. The narco narrative is a chapter that has closed for most of the country. The primary safety concern for retirees in Colombia today is petty crime. This includes things like pickpocketing, purse snatching, and phone theft. These are crimes of opportunity, and they tend to happen most often in crowded places like public transportation, busy downtown areas, and tourist hotspots. Thieves are looking for easy targets, people who are distracted, flashing expensive jewelry or electronics, or not paying attention to their surroundings. The local philosophy is summed up in a popular phrase, no dar papaya. This literally means don't give papaya, but the real meaning is don't make yourself an easy target. It's the single most important safety rule to live by. One of the most common crimes is cell phone theft. Smartphones are valuable and easy to resell, making them a prime target. It is very common to see locals holding their phones discreetly or keeping them put away while walking on the street. You should avoid walking while texting or talking on a high-end smartphone in a busy area. If you need to take a call or check directions, it is always wiser to step into a shop or a cafe. Similarly, avoid hanging your purse or bag on the back of your chair at an outdoor restaurant. Keep your belongings in your lap or secured where you can see them at all times. Another risk to be aware of are scams, which can target both locals and foreigners. One common tactic involves a spiked drink, often using a drug called scopolamine, which can render a person disoriented and vulnerable to robbery. This is most common in nightlife settings and is why you should never accept a drink from a stranger or leave your drink unattended. Another scam involves people posing as police officers asking to inspect your money for counterfeits. Real police will not do this on the street. Being aware of these common tactics is your best defense against them. A healthy dose of skepticism can go a long way. Finally, while violent crime against expats is rare, it's wise to be cautious when using ATMs. Always use machines located inside a bank, a mall, or a large supermarket rather than one on an open street. Go during the day and be aware of who is around you. These are not warnings meant to scare you. They are the same common sense precautions you would take in any major city around the globe. The key is to be mindful of your environment and to adopt the local habit of no dar papaya. By doing so, you dramatically reduce your risk and can enjoy your life with confidence and peace of mind. Living safely in Colombia is about building smart habits into your daily routine. First and foremost, choose your neighborhood wisely. The vast majority of expats and retirees live in safe, well-policed neighborhoods, often classified as Estrato 4, 5, or 6. These areas have a strong security presence, both private and public, and are generally very safe to walk around in, even at night. When you are looking for an apartment, look for buildings with 24/7 security guards, or porteros, which is a common feature in mid to high-end buildings. This adds a significant layer of security and peace of mind to your home life. When you are out and about, blend in as much as possible. Avoid wearing flashy or expensive jewelry, watches, or designer clothing that screams tourist or wealthy. Carry only the cash you need for the day and one credit or debit card, leaving the rest safely at home. It's a good idea to carry a copy of your passport's photo page and visa page rather than the actual passport. If you are ever the victim of a robbery, do not resist. Your life is infinitely more valuable than your phone or wallet. Hand over what they ask for calmly and without a fight. The chances of being physically harmed are very low if you cooperate. Be smart about transportation. Ride-sharing apps like Uber, Dai, or Cabify are generally considered safer than hailing a random taxi on the street, especially at night. These apps track your ride, identify your driver, and create a digital record of your trip. If you do take a taxi, use a reputable company that you call by phone or use an app like Tapsi to to order one. The city's metro systems, particularly in Medellin, are very safe and efficient. However, as with any public transit system, be mindful of your pockets and bags during crowded peak hours to avoid pickpockets. Lastly, trust your instincts and learn some basic Spanish. Your intuition is a powerful tool. If a situation or a person feels off, remove yourself from it. If a street looks dark and deserted, take a different, more populated route. Learning basic Spanish will not only enrich your life, but also help you navigate situations more effectively and make you appear less like a vulnerable newcomer. By following these practical, common sense tips, you can enjoy all the incredible things Colombia has to offer while keeping yourself and your belongings safe. Security here is not about living in fear, but living with awareness. One of the most pleasant surprises for retirees in Colombia is the exceptional quality and affordability of its healthcare system. The country has a two-tiered structure consisting of a public system and a private system. The public system, known as the Entidad Promotora de Salud, or EPS, is mandatory for all citizens and legal residents, including expats with a residency visa. It functions like an HMO in the United States, where you are assigned a primary care physician and need referrals to see specialists. The EPS system provides comprehensive coverage for a very low monthly premium, which is calculated as a percentage of your declared income. The EPS system is designed to provide universal coverage, and it does a good job of covering basic health needs for the general population. For a retiree, signing up for an EPS plan is often a required step to maintain your visa. The monthly cost is very low, often just $30 to $50, depending on the income you declared on your visa application. This provides a solid baseline of medical coverage, including doctor visits, hospitalizations, and prescription drugs. However, the public system can sometimes have longer wait times for certain procedures and less flexibility in choosing your doctors and hospitals, which leads many expats to seek an additional layer of coverage. This is where the private healthcare system comes in. The private system operates alongside the public one and offers a premium level of service. This includes direct access to specialists without a referral, shorter wait times, private hospital rooms, and a wider choice of top-tier doctors and clinics. Many of the best hospitals in Colombia, some of which are JCI accredited, work primarily with private insurance plans. For retirees who want the highest level of comfort, convenience, and access, supplementing their public EPS plan with a private plan is the most popular and recommended option. It offers the best of both worlds. In summary, as a resident retiree, you will likely interact with both systems. You will be required to join an EPS plan, which provides an affordable safety net of comprehensive care. On top of that, you can choose to purchase a private insurance plan for faster, more convenient access to a premium network of providers. This combination ensures you are fully covered for any health eventuality, from a routine checkup to a major medical emergency. The total cost for both plans is still a small fraction of what a single, less comprehensive plan would cost in the United States, making it an incredible value. For most North American retirees, the gold standard of healthcare in Colombia is the private insurance system, known as Medicina Prepagada. These are top-tier plans offered by companies like Sura, Colsonitis, and Medicinitis. You can kind of think of them as the platinum PPO plans of Colombia. They give you direct access to the best network of specialists, clinics, and hospitals in the country. With a Medicina Prepagada plan, you're able to book an appointment with a cardiologist, dermatologist, or really any other specialist directly without needing a referral from a general practitioner. This convenience and speed of access is a major selling point for expats, honestly. The cost of these premium private plans is, well, shockingly low compared to U.S. standards. A healthy individual in their 60s can often get a comprehensive Medicina Prepagata plan for between $150 and $250 per month. The exact price will depend on your age, gender, and any pre-existing conditions. Most plans have a small copay for appointments and procedures, usually just a few dollars. These plans cover everything from specialist consultations and lab tests to major surgeries and extended hospital stays in a private room. Many even offer extra perks like at-home doctor visits for non-emergency situations. It's important to note that there are age limits and rules about pre-existing conditions when signing up for these private plans. Most companies have an age cutoff for new applicants, which is typically around 60 or 65. If you're older than this, it may be more difficult, though not impossible, to get a plan. This is a very strong reason to plan your move and get your insurance sorted out before you reach the age limit. Pre-existing conditions might be excluded from coverage for a certain period or may require a higher premium. Being honest on your application is crucial to ensure your plan is valid when you need it. Even with these considerations, Medicina Prepagata offers incredible value and peace of mind. It allows you to access world-class medical care on your own terms with minimal waiting and maximum comfort. You can choose from a long list of highly qualified, often English-speaking doctors and have your procedures done in ultra-modern facilities. This level of care, combined with the affordable price, really removes the financial anxiety so often associated with healthcare and retirement. For many expats, having a solid Medicina Prepagata plan is a non-negotiable part of their successful retirement strategy in Colombia. The quality of medical care in Colombia's private system is excellent and, in many cases, honestly superior to what people are used to in North America. Colombia is ranked highly by the World Health Organization and is a major destination for medical tourism for a reason. Doctors are highly trained, often having completed part of their education in the US or Europe. They tend to provide a more personal and less rushed level of care. It's not uncommon for a specialist to spend 30 to 45 minutes with you during a consultation, thoroughly explaining your condition and answering all of your questions. Major cities like Medellin, Bogota, Cali, and Bucaramanga are home to outstanding hospitals that are JCI accredited, the same accreditation given to top hospitals in the United States. Facilities like the Fundación Cardioinfantil in Bogota or the Hospital Pablo Tobón Uribe in Medellin are equipped with the latest medical technology and are known for their expertise in complex fields like cardiology and oncology. You can expect clean, modern facilities and professional, attentive staff. From dental work and eye surgery to hip replacements and cardiac care, the standard of treatment is exceptionally high. Accessing these services is remarkably straightforward once you have your insurance in place. Your private insurance provider will give you a directory of affiliated doctors, specialists, and hospitals. You simply choose the doctor you want to see and call their office directly to make an appointment. Wait times are generally very short. You can often see a top specialist within a week or two. A stark contrast to the months-long waits that are common in many other countries. For lab work or diagnostic imaging, you can often just walk into a clinic with a doctor's order and have it done the same day. Prescription medications are also readily available and affordable. Many drugs that require a prescription in the U.S. can be purchased over the counter in Colombia at a much lower price. For those that do require a prescription, the cost is still significantly less. Pharmacies are on almost every corner, and pharmacists are well trained and can often provide advice for minor ailments. This combination of high quality, easy access, and low cost makes Colombia's healthcare system a cornerstone of its appeal as a retirement destination, providing security and well-being for all its residents. When retirees think of Colombia, the first city that often comes to mind is Medellin. Once infamous for its dangerous past, it has undergone one of the most remarkable urban transformations in the world. Today, it's a modern, innovative, and vibrant metropolis known as the City of Eternal Spring for its perfect year-round climate, with average temperatures hovering in the mid-70s Fahrenheit, about 22 degrees Celsius. You will never need heating or air conditioning, which provides significant savings on utility bills. The city is nestled in a lush green valley, offering stunning mountain views from almost every vantage point. This combination of pleasant weather and beautiful scenery makes daily life here a true pleasure. The lifestyle in Medellin is a major draw for expats. The city boasts a world-class public transportation system, including its famous metro and cable cars, which makes getting around easy and affordable without a car. It's a city full of parks, trendy cafes, excellent restaurants, and a thriving cultural scene. Popular neighborhoods for retirees, such as El Poblado and Laureles, are safe, walkable, and filled with all the amenities you could need. El Poblado is the most upscale and international area, with high-end shopping and dining, while Laureles offers a more traditional, laid-back Colombian feel with its tree-lined streets and local charm. From a practical standpoint, Medellin checks all the boxes. It has some of the best healthcare in Latin America, with numerous high-quality, JCI-accredited hospitals and clinics. The cost of living offers incredible value. A retired couple can live a very comfortable life for between $1,800 and $2,500 per month. This budget allows for a modern apartment in a great neighborhood, regular dining out, and other lifestyle perks. The city's international airport also provides easy connections back to North America and Europe. The main downside can be that its popularity has led to rising rental prices in the most sought-after areas. And it is the city with the largest expat community, which might be a con for those seeking total immersion. Overall, Medellin offers a balanced and high-quality retirement. It combines the convenience and amenities of a large, modern city with a relaxed pace and an unbeatable climate. It is perfect for retirees who want an active social lifestyle with easy access to top-tier healthcare and services. The city's energy is infectious, and its story of rebirth is inspiring. For those looking for a dynamic yet comfortable place to spend their retirement years, Medellin is an almost perfect choice and remains the most popular destination for North American retirees in Colombia for very good reasons. For retirees who dream of a more tranquil, nature-filled lifestyle without sacrificing modern conveniences, Colombia's Coffee Triangle, or Eje Cafetero, is an ideal choice. This region is made up of 3 main cities, Pereira, Armenia, and Manizales, and honestly, countless charming small towns set amidst rolling green hills of coffee plantations. The pace of life here is slower and more relaxed than in the big cities, and, the cost of living is even lower. The climate is really similar to Medellin's, with warm, pleasant days and cool nights, making it comfortable year-round. This region offers a deep dive into the heart of Colombian culture and natural beauty. Pereira is the largest and most commercially developed of the 3 cities, acting as the region's transportation hub. It offers a great balance of city amenities, including large shopping malls, a good selection of restaurants, and quality healthcare with a more laid-back vibe. Armenia is smaller and even more relaxed, providing easy access to some of the area's top tourist attractions, like the Cocora Valley and the quaint town of Salento. Manizales, perched high in the mountains, is a university town known for its steep streets, European architectural influences, and a vibrant cultural scene. All three cities are known for the exceptional friendliness of their people. The primary advantage of retiring in the Coffee Triangle is the unbeatable cost of living combined with a high quality of life. A retired couple can live extremely well here on a budget of just $1,200 to $1,800 per month. Housing is particularly affordable. You can rent a modern apartment in a safe, secure complex for as little as $500 to $800. The lifestyle is outdoors oriented with endless opportunities for hiking, bird watching, and exploring the stunning countryside. It's a place where you can truly connect with nature and enjoy a peaceful, low-stress retirement surrounded by some of the world's most beautiful landscapes. The main trade-off is that these are smaller cities with fewer international influences than Medellin or Bogota. You'll find fewer English speakers, so having a basic grasp of Spanish is more important for daily life. While the healthcare is very good for general needs, you may need to travel to a larger city for highly specialized medical procedures. However, for those seeking an authentic Colombian experience, a lower cost of living, and a community-oriented lifestyle, the Coffee Triangle is a hidden paradise. It's perfect for the retiree who values tranquility, nature, and genuine cultural immersion over the hustle and bustle of a major metropolis. If your retirement dreams involve warm tropical breezes, colonial charm, and the sound of the nearby sea, then Cartagena should definitely be at the top of your list. Located on Colombia's Caribbean coast, this city is a living museum. Its famous walled city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a stunning maze of narrow cobblestone streets, colorful bougainvillea-draped balconies, and beautifully preserved colonial architecture. The atmosphere is romantic, vibrant, and honestly, just full of history. For retirees who love heat, history, and a lively, tourist-driven energy, Cartagena offers a unique and enchanting lifestyle that feels like a permanent vacation. Life in Cartagena really revolves around its warm, tropical climate. The days are hot and humid year-round, which is perfect for those who want to escape cold northern winters forever. The city offers a sophisticated lifestyle with some of the best fine dining restaurants in the country, chic rooftop bars, and luxury boutique hotels. The most desirable places to live are within the historic walled city, the adjacent artsy neighborhood of Getsemani, or the modern beachfront skyscraper district of Boca Grande. Boca Grande, in particular, is popular with expats for its modern apartments with ocean views, kind of resembling a smaller version of Miami Beach. The cost of living in Cartagena is higher than in most other Colombian cities, largely due to its status as a major international tourist destination. While still more affordable than most U.S. coastal cities, you should budget more for rent and daily expenses. A comfortable retirement for a couple in a desirable neighborhood would likely cost between $2,200 and $3,000 per month. The city also has excellent healthcare facilities. The primary cons are the constant heat and humidity, which not everyone enjoys, and the persistent crowds of tourists, especially during peak season, which can make navigating the historic center a challenge. Cartagena is best suited for a retiree who thrives on energy, loves history, and wants a sun-drenched coastal lifestyle. It is for someone who enjoys the buzz of tourism and appreciates having world-class dining and entertainment at their doorstep. It's less about quiet relaxation and more about vibrant, colorful living. If you can embrace the heat and the crowds, you will be rewarded with a retirement in one of the most beautiful and historically significant cities in all of the Americas. where every day feels like a magical escape to another era. For those who are drawn to the Caribbean coast but find Cartagena just a bit too expensive or tourist heavy, Santa Marta presents a fantastic alternative. Located just a few hours east of Cartagena, Santa Marta is Colombia's oldest surviving city and offers a more laid-back, bohemian, and affordable coastal experience. It's a city of beautiful contrasts, where the lush, jungle-covered mountains of the Sierra Nevada de Minca, the world's highest coastal mountain range, dramatically meet the turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea. This unique geography provides an incredible variety of natural attractions right at your doorstep. The lifestyle in Santa Marta is much more relaxed and unpretentious than in Cartagena. The city center has its own colonial charm, though it's a bit less polished than its famous neighbor. The popular area for expats and retirees to live is El Rodadero, a beachside neighborhood just south of the city center, known for its calmer waters and modern apartment buildings. Life here is focused on the outdoors, enjoying the beach, hiking in the nearby mountains, or exploring the breathtakingly beautiful Tayrona National Natural Park, famous for its stunning beaches and coastal jungle trails. It's an ideal spot for nature lovers and those seeking an active outdoor retirement. The most compelling reason to choose Santa Marta is its affordability. It is one of the least expensive coastal cities to live in. A retired couple can live comfortably on a budget of $1,500 to $2,000 per month, enjoying an apartment with an ocean view for a fraction of what it would cost elsewhere. The city is less developed than Medellin or Bogota, which contributes to its rustic charm, but also means it has fewer high-end amenities. Healthcare is good for routine needs, but for major complex procedures, many expats choose to travel to the larger hospitals in Barranquilla or Bogota. Santa Marta is perfect for the adventurous, budget-conscious retiree who wants a simple, beach-oriented lifestyle. It appeals to those who are willing to trade a bit of polish and infrastructure for incredible natural beauty and a lower cost of living. It is a city that is still a bit rough around the edges, but its raw, natural appeal and friendly, easygoing vibe are winning over a growing number of expats. If your idea of paradise involves flip-flops, fresh seafood, and stunning mountain meets sea landscapes, Santa Marta could be your perfect retirement haven. No list of Colombian cities would be complete without mentioning the nation's capital, Bogotá. As a sprawling high-altitude metropolis of over 8 million people, Bogotá is the political, economic, and cultural heart of the country. It offers a cosmopolitan and sophisticated lifestyle that is different from any other city in Colombia. Situated at 8,660 feet above sea level, it has a cool, spring-like climate year-round, often compared to that of Seattle or London, with sunny mornings and frequent afternoon showers. It's a city for those who prefer sweaters to swimsuits and the intellectual stimulation of a major world capital. Bogotá offers a richness of culture that is unmatched in Colombia. The city is home to the country's best museums, including the world-famous Gold Museum and the Botero Museum. It has a thriving theater scene, countless art galleries, and a world-class culinary landscape, from humble street food stalls to Michelin star-worthy restaurants. The city is also remarkably green, with an extensive network of parks and ciclovias, where major roads are closed to cars on Sundays to make way for cyclists and pedestrians. For retirees who crave cultural depth, intellectual engagement, and endless things to do, Bogotá is a treasure trove. Expats and retirees in Bogotá tend to live in the safe and affluent northern neighborhoods like Usaquén, Santa Barbara, and Chico. These areas are filled with modern apartment buildings, leafy parks, upscale shopping centers, and fantastic restaurants. The cost of living in Bogota is higher than in Medellin or the Coffee Triangle, but still offers great value compared to North American cities. A couple can live a very comfortable, cosmopolitan life for around $2,000 to $2,800 per month. The city also boasts many of the country's top hospitals and specialists, ensuring access to excellent health care. The main downsides of Bogota are its size, traffic, and weather. The sheer scale of the city can be intimidating, and traffic congestion is a daily reality. The cool, often gray and rainy climate is not for everyone, especially those seeking a sunny retirement. However, for the right person, Bogota is an exciting and endlessly fascinating place to live. It's ideal for the urbanite retiree who loves big city energy, cultural pursuits, and a 4 seasons in a day climate. It offers a retirement that is intellectually stimulating, culturally rich, and full of metropolitan dynamism. While Colombia offers an amazing way of life, it's super important to be ready for some real-world challenges you'll face. One of the biggest headaches for folks just moving there is dealing with all the paperwork and rules. Things that are super easy and fast back home, like opening a bank account, getting internet, or even finishing up your visa stuff, can be slow and tricky in Colombia. You'll often see a ton of papers, rules that seem to make no sense, and a system that just does things its own way. Being patient isn't just a good thing here. It's a must-have skill to get by. Things do get done, but they get done on Colombia time, which is way more relaxed than what folks in North America are used to. The language problem is another big, real hurdle. Sure, you'll find people who speak English in the super touristy parts of big cities and among some younger professionals, but most of daily life in Colombia happens only in Spanish. From talking to a taxi driver and shopping at the local market to dealing with your building's security guard or speaking with a government official, you're gonna need Spanish. Showing up without at least knowing some basic Spanish can make you feel super alone and frustrated. It makes you rely on other people for simple stuff and stops you from really fitting into your new community and culture. The best advice is to tackle these problems with a can-do attitude. For all the paperwork, it's often smart to hire someone to help you, like a helper or a lawyer, especially for tough stuff like visas or buying a house. What they charge is a small price to pay to save you a ton of time and stress. They know the system, the people, and the unwritten rules to get things done fast. For the language problem, start learning Spanish even before you get on the plane. Use apps like Duolingo or Babbel, and once you get there, sign up for a local language school right away. Trying to speak, even if you mess up, will be really appreciated by Colombians and will open up your world like crazy. In the end, these real-life challenges aren't impossible roadblocks. They're just bumps in the road that need you to be ready and have the right attitude. Expect things to be slow, expect to be confused, and expect to have to ask for help. Don't let yourself get too frustrated. See it as part of the adventure of getting used to a new country. By having real expectations and arming yourself with patience and a willingness to learn, you can get through these first tough parts. Getting over them is like a special step for everyone who moves abroad, and doing so will make you feel more sure of yourself and capable in your new home. Beyond the practical issues of paperwork and language, there are more subtle challenges that fall under the umbrella of culture shock. Colombian culture, while warm and welcoming, is also different from North American culture in many ways. For example, the concept of time is much more fluid. People may arrive late for social engagements, and appointments might not always start exactly on schedule. A promise to do something mañana or tomorrow might mean tomorrow, or it might mean sometime next week. This can be maddening for someone used to a strict clock-driven culture. Learning to relax and go with the flow is a crucial part of adapting to the local rhythm of life. Another cultural difference is the indirect communication style. North Americans tend to be very direct, which can sometimes be perceived as blunt or even rude in Colombia. Colombians often prefer a softer, more polite way of communicating, sometimes avoiding saying no directly to prevent causing offense. This can lead to misunderstandings if you're not attuned to the subtle cues. You might think someone has agreed to something when they were actually just being polite. It takes time and observation to learn to read between the lines and understand the nuances of social interactions. It requires you to listen more carefully and adjust your own communication style to be more effective. A more tangible challenge is managing your finances with a fluctuating currency. Your retirement income will likely be in US or Canadian dollars, but all your daily expenses will be in Colombian pesos. The exchange rate between these currencies changes daily. For several years, the dollar has been very strong against the peso, which is fantastic for retirees as it gives your money more purchasing power. However, this can change. If the peso strengthens, your cost of living in dollar terms will increase. It is essential to budget for these fluctuations and avoid living right at the edge of your means, ensuring you have a financial cushion to absorb any unfavorable shifts in the exchange rate. These cultural and financial adjustments are a normal part of the expatriation process. Every retiree goes through a period of adjustment, which can sometimes involve feelings of frustration, loneliness, or doubt. The key is to recognize this as a phase. Be kind to yourself, stay curious, and make an effort to understand the why behind cultural differences rather than judging them. Connect with other expats who have gone through the same process, as they can offer valuable support and perspective. Embracing these differences rather than fighting them is what ultimately transforms a challenging move into a successful and deeply rewarding new life in Colombia. We have covered a tremendous amount of ground in this guide, from the exciting benefits of Colombian life to the real-world challenges you can expect. You now have a solid foundation of knowledge about costs, visas, healthcare, and the best places to live. But reading about a new life and actually planning one are two very different things. The journey from thinking about it to doing it is filled with countless small details, logistical questions, and critical decisions. It can feel overwhelming to try and piece everything together on your own, especially when you are dealing with a new country, a new language, and a whole new set of rules. This is where a little expert guidance can make all the difference in the world. To help you move forward with confidence, I want to introduce you to the Dream Big Relocation Planner. Think of this as your personal step-by-step playbook for making your move to Colombia a smooth and successful reality. While this guide gives you the what and the why, the planner gives you the how. It is a comprehensive resource packed with detailed checklists, timelines, and actionable advice that takes you from the earliest stages of planning all the way through your first few months on the ground in Colombia. It is designed to take the guesswork out of the process, ensuring you don't miss a single crucial step along the way. Inside the planner, you will find in-depth worksheets to help you create a personalized budget, a detailed timeline for your visa application with a document checklist, and contact information for trusted professionals like visa facilitators, real estate agents, and insurance brokers. We dive deeper into the nuances of opening a bank account, choosing a cell phone plan, and even how to pack and what to bring. It's all the practical nitty-gritty information that turns a dream into a well-organized plan. It is the tool I wish I had when I first made my move, all compiled in one easy-to-use package to save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress. Your retirement should be an exciting adventure, not a logistical nightmare. The Dream Big Relocation Planner is designed to handle the stress so you can focus on the dream. It provides the structure and clarity needed to navigate the complexities of an international move, empowering you to take control of your journey. If you are serious about exploring a new life in this beautiful country, this planner is your essential next step. It will help you build your own personal roadmap to paradise, ensuring your transition to Colombian life is as seamless and joyful as possible. Don't just dream about it. Start planning it today. So, after exploring all the details, we return to our original question. Is Colombia a retirement paradise or a hidden trap? The honest answer is that it can be either, and the outcome depends entirely on you. It is a trap for the unprepared, the impatient, and the unwilling. If you arrive expecting everything to work just like it does back home, if you refuse to learn a word of Spanish, or if you are easily frustrated by slow bureaucracy, you will likely find yourself miserable. The challenges we have discussed, the paperwork, the language barrier, the cultural differences, are very real. For those who are not ready to adapt, Colombia will feel like a constant struggle. However, for the open-minded, the patient, and the adventurous, Colombia is unequivocally a paradise. It is a paradise for those who are willing to embrace a new way of life, learn a new language, and see challenges as part of the journey. For those who can laugh when things go wrong and appreciate the warmth and kindness of the people, the rewards are immense. The low cost of living, excellent health care, perfect weather, and vibrant culture are not just marketing points. They are the daily reality for thousands of happy retirees. They have found a life that is richer, more affordable, and more fulfilling than they ever imagined possible. The trap is not the country itself, but the unrealistic expectations one might bring to it. Colombia does not hide its imperfections. The key is to see the country for what it truly is, a nation that has overcome a difficult past and is now offering an incredible quality of life, but one that still operates on its own terms and at its own pace. It is a place that rewards flexibility and a positive attitude. If you approach it with your eyes wide open, ready to navigate the hurdles and savor the triumphs, you will find that the paradise is far more real than any potential trap. Ultimately, Colombia is a land of incredible opportunity for the right person. It offers the chance to reinvent your retirement, to live a life of comfort and adventure on a budget that would be impossible in North America. It is a country that welcomes you to join its community and share in its joy for life. The decision to move here is not one to be taken lightly, but with the right preparation and mindset, it can be the best decision you will ever make. The paradise is there for the taking as long as you are willing to meet it halfway. This guide has given you the map, but you are the one who must take the first step on the journey. The thought of moving to a new country can feel enormous and intimidating, but remember that every great adventure begins with small, manageable actions. Your journey does not start when you get on the plane. It starts right now with the research you are doing and the plans you are beginning to make. The most important thing you can do is to continue learning. Read blogs, watch videos, and connect with other expats in online forums to hear about their firsthand experiences. The more information you gather, the more confident you will feel. The next concrete step is to plan a visit. There is no substitute for experiencing Colombia for yourself. Spend at least a few weeks, if not a month or two, exploring the cities that interest you most. Don't just be a tourist. Try to live like a local. Go grocery shopping, use public transportation, and try to speak some Spanish. See if the climate, the culture, and the pace of life feel right for you. This boots on the ground research is the single best way to know for sure if Colombia is the right fit. It will either confirm your dream or save you from making a costly mistake. As you plan, start getting your affairs in order. Begin the process of gathering documents for your visa, like your apostilled proof of income. Start learning Spanish with a language app. Even 15 minutes a day will make a huge difference. Create a realistic budget based on the numbers we have discussed and see how your own finances stack up. These small, proactive steps will make the entire process feel less overwhelming and more achievable. They build momentum and turn a distant dream into a tangible, approaching reality. Your retirement is a blank canvas, and you have the power to paint a masterpiece. Colombia offers a vibrant and beautiful palette of colors to work with. It is a country that can provide a backdrop for a healthy, active, and joyful next chapter of your life. The path may have its twists and turns, but it leads to a destination that is well worth the effort. Be brave, be prepared, and be open to the incredible possibilities that await you. Your Colombian adventure has just begun.